something that's really helped me and that I thought about really all night last night. And I like, okay, what else could I do to help you, right? Something that's really helped me is it's very, very simple. Like everything else, we just, as entrepreneurs, we try to go for the most difficult thing to, I don't know whether it's to make ourselves feel better or whatever it may be, but it doesn't work, right? So, and this thing is, and I talked a little bit about it in my other video, is you need to stop admiring. Well, there's nothing wrong with admiring people, but when you get to the point where you basically worship them, right? You're like, oh, I wish I was up there with him, whatever it may be, right? Because that just puts a giant obstacle in between you and them, right? You classify yourself as way lower, so you're never gonna get up there. Now, when it comes to that, it doesn't just mean with people that reach that, right? You need to be careful with who you listen to. A lot of people are gonna tell you a lot of things. They're gonna give you their opinion, even if they aren't where you want to be. They're gonna tell you, okay, well, you need to do this to get there, and they're not gonna be there themselves. Now, when it comes to, you might have this problem with family members, you might have this with friends. The biggest thing that I can say, and something that has always also helped me, is the truth is, and that's you might make this might sound a little, I don't know how you're gonna take it, but the truth is, if you really, really want to succeed in the initial years of your life, you need to stay away from friends. Listen, it doesn't matter how nice they may be. At the end of the day, if they don't directly do the same things that you're doing or have the same ambition, I just say cut them off. That's the truth. Listen, they're always going to be judging what you're doing. They're always going to be on top of, hey, how's this doing? How's this doing? And the truth is, they might sound like they care about you, but in behind everything, they're wishing you the worst, right? And now this might not be just with friends. This might be with really, really close family members. This might be your family. It doesn't matter. The truth is, you have to keep things to yourself too. You need to work on your things, and you need to stop telling people you're going to do things, right? I read this one thing in the book, and it was like, you need to tell people what you're doing to hold yourself responsible. I think that's complete BS, because when you do that, people are gonna wish so much down on you. And to be honest, this is a very big idea, right? The way I see it is, okay, if I talk about it, it's gonna make me feel good, and what are the chances you're actually gonna work towards it, right? But if you're like, okay, enough talking, let's do it, right? That's the way you have to take everything. Stop telling even your mom, even your dad. Stop telling them, do it, because you don't understand how many times, not just myself, but you know, people just like me that I've talked to, and their family members have either, told them, oh, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna make it. They laugh at you behind your back. So stop telling them, do it, and just continue to do it. And once those results come up, it will show for itself. Now, another point I want to touch on this is hanging out, right? Whether that's your family, if your family is really, really, if they're not negative towards what you're doing, if for example, I had somebody that came up to me and they're like, hey, like, I take time to go with my family, right? You gave me a nice conversation. You told me that, you have to take the time to spend time with your family and do what you're doing, right? So he did, and what happened is his family talked a lot of negativity while they were out, whether that was out eating, whatever it may be, and he decided, he's like, hey, this is not a good idea for me. So you need to try this out yourself and see if, for example, going out and spending time with them is a good idea. If they're negative about what you're doing or about you in general, do not spend time with them. Focus on yourself. Listen, I've always said this. Choose one thing to do and do that one thing. Don't try to juggle a bunch of different things. For example, if you want to build a business. Focus on that one thing only, not business, fitness, one thing. It doesn't mean you can't do the other, just you have to put all your energy into one thing, right? Now, if your thing is being an influencer, a fitness influencer, whatever it may be, focus on that one thing. Don't try to build a business next to it. Just build your physique, right? So that's pretty much for this video. And obviously, yeah, I've always told you guys, make sure you like, check out my other videos. You like this video, comment, share, and I'd love to know what you guys think of this video. I'd love to know what you want to see next. Hey, I'd love opinions and criticism on what I could do better to make this more enjoyable. And as well as make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll post it right here. And have a good one.